Good day EMS learners, welcome back to this channel. My name is Mr Du Plessis, aka the EMS guy. In today's video there's a series of 8 different videos that you're gonna watch. It's all about the 8 different business functions, so make sure you watch from the start to beginning. You're gonna see one thing, we call it the golden thread that's weaved throughout. So that should clarify if you have any questions, but hope you're gonna enjoy it. See you in the videos. So welcome back to this video. In this topic we're going to do a quick overview of the 8 business functions, and we're going to look at admin and purchasing. So let's delve in. So business function, if you look at a business is a set of gears, right? And one gear has to turn another, which leads to a chain reaction of gears turning gears in order to have a car move forward. Let's think of it this way. If you take a car and you take out the engine, you have everything in the car except the engine. Will the car move forward? No, we all know that's a stupid analogy. How about you leave the engine but you take off the wheels? Obviously it's not going to work. How about if you leave everything but you take out the windows? You're going to have an uncomfy and cold ride unless it's a nice hot day at the beach. Or what about if you take a whole body out and you leave the engine just on the frame, you know, suspension, but you don't have the physical car body? You're going to look like you're in the old stone age. So therefore we need all the different parts because they have specific functions, and that is the same thing in business. And all of these functions perform well together. So in this comic you can see a guy standing on an island shouting, "Yes, boat, I'm getting saved." On the other hand, this guy on the boat's like, "Land, it's coming." And they've got different perspectives, but they need, in order in a business to work together, although there's different perspectives, you need both in order to move forward. So when you look at small businesses and bigger businesses, there's different activities, but all of these activities need to be done. Smaller businesses, it doesn't mean they have to do all of it at once, but it's a bit more difficult because there's fewer people. Whereas in a bigger company, you can have dedicated people to run a specific role to actually just focus their attention on it. So that makes managing all of these functions a bit different or difficult. So let's look at the 8 different business functions. We have human resources, finance, purchasing, marketing, general management, production, administration, and public relations. And then there's one that we call the 9th one, but I believe it's in each and every single one of it, which is risk management, because we need to take a risk. So let's look at the first one, administration. If you think about administration, it's not about the Tanny sitting behind the desk answering phones the whole day. It's not just that. It's part of it, but a small part. In order to make great business decisions, you need to have, and the answer is, information. Where do we get information? We have to gather it. So administration is the first definition that it is. It's about responsible handling information. In order to handle information, you need to first be able to gather it. And once you gather it, you need to sort it, store it, and to be able to retrieve it. Because once you retrieve it, you can actually make decisions quicker. So let's say I want to understand what is this person's need. Then I'll give out a survey, that is gathering it. Once I get out or receive the surveys, I can sort it to say this person wants bananas, this one wants apples, this one wants apple pie. Now I can sort it and I can store it to say this season I'm going to focus on bananas, then apples, then apple pie. And then when I need it, I can retrieve it and understand the market needs. So this is admin in a nutshell. So the process about collecting data, you have to process it, which means you have to actually do something with the data. If you have an Excel sheet, you can sum it, get the total, get percentages, and understand what the data says. And then after you've processed it, that data becomes information. So why? We need to make decisions. So important thing, how do we do it? We need to use technology. So ICT is an important definition or a abbreviation you can use. It stands for information, communication, technology. So we need to use our cell phones, we need to use a laptop, computers, any processing equipment we can use in order to help us process it. If I have to have a few different bits of data to process and I have to do it manually, it takes much longer than using a computer. So use that to our benefit. And then you also have your normal general office work, paperwork. That's also part of admin. So never think admin is a subpar topic or a function. Next we have purchasing, and I love purchasing. I'm gonna start the next video actually on purchasing because it entails a bit more. So see you in the next video.